Phage program was started at UCSD in 2008. It was part of a larger program called the Phage Genomics Research Initiative that was developed by the Howard Hughes Medical Institute together with Graham Hatfield. Instead of just having students memorize facts, the goal of this national program was to have a small classroom environment where the students would be doing research and making discoveries on their own. And that would really get them interested in science.
They come into the lab class and we teach them how to use pipettes. We start from ground zero because some students have done experiments and some have not. And then they go and they isolate bacteriophage from the soil, and they each bring in their own soil samples and plate them out looking for viruses that infect mycobacteria.
They then go on to purify the viruses. They look at them in an electron microscope. They isolate their DNA. They restriction map the DNA. At the end of the class, the students will be writing posters and giving presentations, just describing the results that they found during the course of the year.
It's not about regurgitating information like so many of your other classes are. It's about figuring out problems for yourself, seeing an issue and trying to figure out how to solve it.
My favorite part of the class so far has really been just seeing the bacteriophage on my plate because it's something that I found, it's something that I grew, and to me that's just fascinating.
It's really hands-on. Beforehand, I never really had any real lab experience beyond like classroom. Like this is like real lab work, like what scientists actually do, and that's what I really love about this class.
Probably my favorite part of the class so far is just getting to know the people who are around me in the lab environment.
We're all freshmen, so we're all new to research and lab work, and so we're all working together for a common goal, and so it's really friendly and everyone's willing to help everyone else.
You actually get to interact with people. Like in other classes, you just listen to discussion and that's about it. But in this class, you actually talk to people, find out what they're doing.
With the environment here, it doesn't really matter how much research you've done before. It's getting to know each other, it's getting the experience in, and learning to work together as a team, whether or not you're lab partners.
I think it's a really great opportunity to come to UCSD and find yourself in a more personal environment where you get to know two professors really well and where you get to know your TA and your colleagues really well.
It's really an exciting program where the students come in and their very first week they're engaged in actual research. They're doing experiments and they're learning methods that they probably wouldn't normally learn for 2 or 3 years down the line.
And it's a really different look at lab techniques than you would get in a more formal type class.
I think this class is a great way for incoming freshmen to become exposed to science and research in general, and I think it has the possibility of producing some of the greatest scientists of our time.
It's really enjoyable.